Special greetings to our dear viewers watching us. My name is Mihije Lucy John Anyongo, a student from Central University pursuing a bachelor degree in procurement and supply chain management. Thanks to Bazande Pictures for hosting us today. We are students from Western Equatoria State, studying in Kampala, and we are here today to discuss about our dear leader, Dr. Gaaniko Kennedy Boime. He has done so much for us with the students living here in Kampala, and that you cannot mention all of them. To our own surprise with the youth, the Kampala youth, he was released from power, yet he had promised a lot to do for us here in Kampala. Allow me to welcome my friends aside me to introduce themselves to you. You are most welcome, colleagues.
Thank you very much. My name is Kefato Isaac, a student from Kumba University, here today to discuss about the WES Youth Network in Kampala. Thank you.
My name is Joseph Daniel Aromo. I'm a businessman here in Kampala.
My name is Stephen Sande, a student from African University.
Thank you, my dear colleagues, for the introduction. We all know that our leader did a lot for us. So I want to know from each of you, how do you feel that Dr. Gaaniko Kennedy was removed from power?
There's something I want our people to know. I don't know whether the community that he stays in or he stays in knows about this. I don't know if the community knows the number of students our former leader was paying to school. He has helped like student. I don't have the right word to express it or to use it for the actions he has done so far, but I'm so down. He was a very good leader, and we shall be staying here praying and crying for him to be back in power.
Definitely.
Yes.
In addition to what he has said, like we, the girl child, our leader, he did so much for us when he was still as a deputy governor. He helped us, like implementing us with the girl child to go for girl child education. So indeed, it is a great sadness to our side because he took us as one. Though we are girls, he made sure that girls and boys are one, not segregating that over the men or the ladies. He made sure that all of us will be as one, and with that point, he promoted unity among us. So he made sure that we be in one place where we are always like one. He tried to organize a tournament. If I can recall it, there was a tournament for the footballers, and also because in football, there's girls football and there's the men football.
Brother, you know, as we were talking about it, during the time, you remember the last tournament that he organized? It really supported me a lot, whereby the players, they came to me, they ordered food. And as such, it was really helping me in person, because when students could have functions here, they always come to me because me, I'm friendly to the students. I'm also a South Sudanese, but I'm trying to also better myself. This is not my country. I'm also trying to survive. And it was helping me a lot. Not only that, even last time the swear-in, which was happening here for the election. You remember? Yes. Yeah. You remember? It was really helpful.
Because indeed he was there, because he really took the privilege to come in and support.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, he does that because he does that. Even churches, whenever he's in Kampala, he makes sure that where youth are, that's where his place, because he knows when you are going for voting, definitely youth will be there. When he goes to church, youth will be there. His main focus was on developing youth.
And that's how a leader should be. A leader should be cooperative. A leader should be willingly to be with everyone. I think, and that's what he was.
And I'm saying this very proudly, as it is the first leader, the first easiest leader I've ever seen. Because it was just like easy for me to bump into where he is, and he just first take note of it. Who is this? And get to know you. That's what you want. And such people can actually, take a society or community somewhere. And because I don't know.
We need people with great impact.
Yeah,
like
that's with great ideas. He taught us a lot. He taught us with a lot. But all you can say, all we are just saying, all we need, and all we are talking about here.
Definitely, bro.
This whatever is the peace
agreement.
Definitely.
Implementation.
We are looking into people like that. People who are thinking about the jobless people. people who are thinking about how they can better the society. We should not be looking at, I need to be in power in order to enrich my pocket. No, these are not the things why we elect leaders. We elect them in order for them to help us.
He's one of the people who doesn't think of those things. You know, when you educate a child in a community, and when the community is tomorrow a better community, people will do what? People will appreciate you because you educated the child and the child became a person in the society. That's what the doctor was doing.
It was really great.
He has educated a lot, girl child, the youth, organized that. He always made sure that he wanted to see the happiness in youth.
Definitely the tournament you talked of, so I was there. So I played because for me I'm a player, I'm a footballer. So at the same time a student, because he's a man. I don't know which kind of heart he has, because he followed us up to the field. He was there. He's the one who kicked the ball to the field, and I was even surprised. I don't know how. At the same time, we gained a lot of things from people from who he even called German Nunukumba. He sent for us motorbike. She even bought one for a student. So I don't know this kind of father. We are just praying so that he should come back to the power, so that at least we are missing a lot of things. We are like very many things. Even we as a student, because there's no one who's helping some of the students, the one who was helping at the African University. So we are facing a lot. So I don't know what we can do so that he can come back to power, because we really need this man back.
He donated also a motorcycle for us, which is helping us run our activities. And beside that, he also helped us to register our name in the embassy. Right now, like our union is registered, the Bazande Students Union is registered because of him. Okay, we are not saying that the leaders there outside, like in South Sudan, they are not the best. Yet, yes, they are the best. They are all the best. But he tried his level best so that he can come closer to the students. We had readers who used to come to the office, but yes, they used to come, but not compared to how he came. He used to come every time, like frequently. He used to make sure that the students' body is running very well and frequently, so that it helps the students at wide, since the Students' Union is there for us. Indeed, we are really of great sadness that he was removed from power, because he promised a lot, and we cannot say what he promised, but just know he promised a lot. Yeah. We are just pleading.
Yeah, that's true. You know, talking of what he said, that is Stephen, I was there too, attending that the tournament. He came personally, he organized the tournament. And he was the first person on the pitch when even the players were not yet there. So there is something I also realized from him, like he's someone who doesn't look into today or tomorrow. He look into future. Because if you can see what he did by buying motorcycles, he knew that if he could have given like each player, each player maybe something for airtime or transport, go back home. But tomorrow you will still come and and complain this one. What is the role of the motorcycle for the student union or for Budu FC? The role is to help them in everything they want. They fundraise it using that motorcycle. Yes. That motorcycle has helped a lot.
And by the way, right now, like the ballers, because it's of our great happiness that they're having now, like they have the uniform. Through that motorcycle, they managed to buy the uniforms for themselves. Indeed, he has done a lot for us.
And besides that, you need to thank the Honorable Right Honorable German Nunukumba. Because at the same time when he was there, they spoke and she made a call, and she also donated one motorcycle to the students living in Uganda. And we the youth to live in Uganda, there is something I just want to tell you people out there, the youth who are out there living in Uganda, you know. We need to open our eyes and know who are the leaders who want to better for you, and who are the leaders who doesn't want to better good for you. You know, there are certain leaders, you know, they might not be only in power to help you. They help wherever they are, whether they are in power, whether they are not in power, whether they are doing a job, whether they are jobless, they help. So we as the youth of the youth living in Kampala who have received help from such leaders, and we know they are doing it with their heart, we should open our eyes and know the people we support. We have to stand by them. These people are doing great. This man has done great things. He has done great things. But I believe With all he has done, the Lord will stand by him, as he will stand by him too, and put him in a greater position tomorrow, next tomorrow, and they see everything. As long as the peace agreement is implemented.
All we have to think about now is going into the election. If at all South Sudan goes into election, we will have the right to elect whoever who will stand.
Yeah.
And in that kind of time, if at all it applies to be one of the candidates, definitely me, I will vote for him, because it was really helpful to me as a person, and I would wish many people, like our political parties, our leaders who are willing to stand for power, they should be people who can impact in our life. These are the kind of things we need.
Yeah,
We are youth. We need business. We need money. We need to support ourselves. So without people like this, it's really hard for us to catch up with life. There's nothing we need from the leaders. Rather, security and support. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sure.
So,
And at least maybe a caring leadership, because we here as the youth in Kampala, we know we are going through a lot.
That's true.
But there is this point where if you go to the refugee camps, there is this tendency these days, not that being in a refugee camp doesn't mean that you are supplied with everything. So people are suffering in these camps, in these refugee camps.
Indeed, brother.
Yeah. But I was very surprised and happy at the same time, because I remember being there. Our honorable doctor, he went to the refugee camp. He was there with the kids. He was there with those living in the camp. He donated the money for them. He helped them. There are people who are going through sickness and a lot of things. We know the UN are there to support, but they are not. Some of them are not doing this thing. Our own leader went there and do all these things. You get? He helped the people in the refugee camp, and I'm very sure he is one among many who has done that. I don't see any person who has done that.
That's true.
Because if you're a leader and your mind is only rotating within, that means we don't know where Alice has been going. But if you're a leader and you can think beyond, to the extent of thinking about people living in refugee camps.
That's a golden heart, brother.
That's already making you a great leader.
We plead with the government to implement the peace agreement so that we can go in for election. We really want to vote him as our leader, as the governor of Western Equatoria State. We, the youth, are willing to stand with him and vote for him, because we definitely think that he's the right candidate, and he will do it because he has done already. Our community, our dear parents, our brothers, our sisters, our great-great-grandparents, should there be elections and Dr. Gaaniko contests, I really plead to your appeal that you really give him your votes, because indeed he has done a lot for us.
Exactly. What is he trying to explain here? We have seen future as the youth in Kampala. We have seen where the future lies. Sometimes when you are living with someone in the same place, sometimes to give you the chance not to know who the person really is. But those, as the youth of South Sudan, we are the youth of South Sudan. We are the tomorrow of South Sudan. All the 10 counties in Western Equatoria, starting from maybe Ezo, Maridi, Mundri, mention them. If I'm told the peace agreement is implemented, and Gaaniko happens to stand for governorship, I plead with everyone, the counties, to vote this man. What we are seeing here is the future. We have seen future as the youth, and we are ready to go for the future. We are ready to support the future. We stand with someone who stands with our future.
Definitely true.
Yeah.
We really need to stand with such a person as a leader, because come to think of it, someone who thinks about education, don't you think this is the person who wants to better the society?
Definitely.
Someone who thinks about paying students to school. It's really a great impact. Like we are breathing with our brothers, our sisters. If he happens to stand for the post of governorship, we really need to give him our support, because through him, development will come to our state.
Changes.
Through him, we will have a lot to achieve. So he has promised a lot, and he has done a lot in the past. So in case he happens to stand for the post, we really need to support him as youth. it's a message we are sending to our church leaders, community leaders, paramount chiefs. Those people, we really need to look into bringing someone like him who thinks about
All we need is
the
change.
betterment of our state.
Yeah, all we need.
This message goes to Dr. Gaaniko Boime that if there be election, please don't hesitate to come back and contest. With the youth, we assure you 90% of us will give you our vote. And please, you may be discussing, talking about the election, and you failed and you be like, oh no, I'm not going back. We beg of you, Dr. Gaaniko, that please come back and contest if there's election.
Yeah, the community will be beside him.
That's true.